Hey, my loves, let's do this one differently today. While a lot is happening right now, I don't want you to lose hope because as much as Trump is trying to do the shock and awe attempt, it is not without hope for the people that it's affecting. So let's start first by addressing some of what just happened. One of Trump's first executive orders is to criminalize trans people's existence by only recognizing male and female genders, which aren't genders, they're sexes, and also talks about, in Orwellian terms, the freedom to express yourself within the binary sexes, which is not what biology says. However, as Alejandra points out, it is not yet the time to comply with this. This is purely a scare tactic as of right now because there are no enforcement mechanisms. So don't comply in advance. Live your lives and try to go about your day as normal as possible. And try to tell cis people around you how this is going to affect trans people and them in the long run if we try to institute this sort of binary thinking, which will inevitably hurt cis people as well. So if for anything, for selfish reasons for cis people, they should give a shit. But again, there are no enforcement mechanisms with this executive order. So don't panic just yet. Do your preparations, do your best to stay safe, but don't comply in advance. To cis people, I say this: don't help authoritarian governments. Don't comply with them. Use your privilege to help those who need your help. As a cis person, you are in a position of privilege to help trans people, so try to use that. If you see a trans person, no, you didn't. If you see a trans person being harassed by someone else, step in and stop the harasser. Your compliance in this whole system is going to make sure that this system can stay in place. If you don't comply, this system cannot sustain itself. If you ever wondered if you could make a difference in other people's lives, now's your chance to prove it. Now's your chance to do what is right in the face of attacks on civil rights. To my trans siblings out there, don't lose hope. Don't let them take your joy and your life away because that's what they want. Don't let them win. I know this is scary, and I know that this is going to make life difficult for a little bit, but it's going to take time. As Alejandra says, bureaucracy is slow moving. So even if they try to cut corners, it's going to take time to do enforcement of any kind against your civil rights. So don't lose hope. Don't let them take that away from you. Don't lose your joy. Still live as yourself. Do your best to stay safe, right? Safety is always first and more important than anything else. But for those of you who are out, for those of you who are visible and who cannot live stealth, do your best to never lose that hope, because hate can't sustain itself. And I know none of us want to live through these times. These times are scary. These times are horrifying. These times are gonna hurt. We don't get to choose the times we live in. What we do get to choose is how we live it. So stay safe, do your best to find moments of joy, and do your best to find community around you. Community is what will get us through the most difficult of times. People in your community will help you find the resources necessary to stay in your transition. If you need to find HRT, that's how you're gonna find HRT if a state tries to ban it. If you need to find organizations, to find shelter, to find resources, whatever they may be, community is gonna be the thing that will help you throughout these hard times. So don't lose hope. People will still fight. We're gonna have to be louder in our fight, and we're gonna have to find ways to be more creative in order to make sure that they cannot continue to take away our civil rights. You are worth far more than any bigot who may try to bring you down. So don't let them.